cat pets or are you interested in them? I have a cat named Puchu, whom I adopted during my military service to prevent him from being sent to a shelter. Although the word shelter sounds like a safe place for them, I decided to adopt him after researching more about shelters. In South Korea, shelters often give animals only 10 to 20 days to be adopted, and if not adopted, euthanasia is permitted. An even more shocking fact is the places these animals were before they came to the shelter. Many are abandoned by pet shops or discarded by breeding mills where they were used for reproduction. These cycles of failed adoptions and abandoned animals underscores a deeper issue that I'm going to discuss today. According to data collected by EPIS of 2023, South Korean agency that handles animal issues, approximately 28% of South Korean population owns a pet, which is a 65% increase compared to 2010s, showing how the pet culture has expanded significantly. And the development of pet culture is linked to the growing preference for purebred animals. It's because they are perceived as more desirable and prestigious compared to mixed breeds. And the demand for purebred animals made a boom in pet shop industry in South Korea, and almost all purebred animals displayed in pet shops are produced in breeding mills. From now on, I will show you some of the problems of expanding industry one by one. Firstly, they severely violate the rights of animals. Animals in breeding mills are used solely for reproduction purposes. As shown in this photo, animals are kept in cages designed for just one, yet they are overcrowded with multiple animals. These confined conditions are made worse by poor sanitation, keeping the animals surrounded by their fur, wastes, and pests. And when they are no longer able to use for reproduction, many of them are euthanized. It is called euthanasia, but it is no different from taking a life. Secondly, the animals produced in breeding mills are more likely to have genetic defects compared to natural bred animals. In breeding mills, to maintain the specific traits of animals, inappropriate drugs are injected, and in breeding, which is the practice of mating closely related animals, such as siblings and parents, is encouraged. According to J.M. Bellinger, a member of the Department of Animal Science in the University of California, animals that are inbred are more likely to be born with disabilities such as vision and muscle disorders. Also, the lack of genetic diversity leads to animal depression, increasing the frequency of unpredictable aggression. And if this animal exhibit aggression towards humans, they will be euthanized or abandoned, creating a chain of issues that we had discussed. So far, we have discussed the issues surrounding the production of purebred animals. However, there are also arguments in favor of this practice. Supporters of pet shops and breeding mills often argue that they provide convenience for consumers. Ability to quickly acquire a specific breed is seen as a major benefit. However, this convenience comes at a cost to animal welfare. The preference for purebred animals in South Korea can indeed be viewed as a cultural anomaly. Actually, Spain, Australia, and some states in the United States have enacted bans on selling pets unless they came from tightly regulated breeders. Now we can all see that this industry exists solely for human benefit, and let me now summarize my speech as I conclude. The sale of purebred and the operation of breeding mills represent significant ethical issues. They are left in a harsh environment and are subjected to genetic manipulation in harmful ways. As demand for purebred continues to rise, these problems are becoming even more severe. However, we can do better by choosing adoption over purchasing from pet shops. For anyone considering a pet, adoption should be prioritized, and we must be prepared for the responsibility of caring a pet in terms of your circumstances and commitment. Such personal changes may seem not important, but they are the first step toward correcting the system. Thank you for listening.